Hello folks, it is me, Morcar, and I have decided to play some Football Manager. This is a game I have spent a lot of time playing in my life, possibly over 7,000 hours since 1996. Now I haven't really played it since about 2017-18, but I thought I would give it a run, had a little itch to play it again, and here I am. There's Morcar. I'm made just a little profile, and I have chosen to manage Swansea City in the Sky Bet Championship. And just for this stream, I'm currently downloading the DF Mega Face Pack. If you're a Football Manager veteran, you know that the Mega Face Pack is an absolute must for the enjoyment of the game. But while it is downloading, I thought I would. There's still about an hour to go for the graphics to download, and I thought I'd use that hour to essentially just get some basic things set up here, because this is going to be extremely in-depth, my friends. And the very first thing we need to do is an audit of the squad, to decide who stays and who goes, fundamentally. Okay? Now, in order to know who stays and who goes, the first thing that we need to do is figure out some tactics. Now, I've already done this. I'm going to play... We're going to be playing what I call Morcar's 4-3-3, but it is, in effect, a variation on Jose Mourinho's famous 4-3-3 formation from Chelsea, circa 2004, 2005, with a box-to-box midfielder, an attacking playmaker. So there's your and an anchor man. So there's Makaleli, there's Lampard, there's Essien or Thiago, whoever else. Then we've just got two out-and-out wingers with a strong centre forward up front, complete forward in the Didier Drogba role. Then we've just got normal back four, no nonsense centre back, a ball playing centre back, with two full backs essentially. Then there's a variation on that where we push the attacking midfielder up into the middle to make it a 4-2-3-1, and then there's also a 4-4-2. And the general idea here is that we'll typically play with this formation, but when we need to push up a bit, when we need to go more attacking, we're going to switch into these other formations. Now, I believe the Sky Bet Championship only allows a squad of 25 players, so we have to bear that in mind. And what Mourinho used to do with his squads is he'd think in terms of 2 players for every position, which makes 22 players, plus a goalkeeper. So that's 23, and then we've got 2 more to play with. And for a formation like this, you're going to want to have... So basically, every position has 2 players who are basically first teamers, who could easily play week in, week out. So 2 right backs, 2 left backs, 4 centre backs, 2 keepers, 3 keepers, but 2 kind of first team keepers, if that makes any sense. And what that means is basically whatever team you play, you're basically at full strength all the time. Okay. That's the kind of ideal. Whether we're going to meet that or not is another thing. So we've got 22, 23, including the third keeper, and then we've got 2 utility men essentially. I seem to remember in Mourinho's squad that was somebody like Jeremy, who could fill in at right back. He could fill in midfield. He could play in on the wing if you needed. You could stick him anywhere basically. So one utility player who can play anywhere, and I would say possibly a third striker as well. because you're going to want more than 2 strikers, let's face it, even when you're only playing 1 up front. So 23 plus another striker is 24, plus the utility man is 25. There's the squad. Okay. What's all this? Maybe I'll do a couple of this gubbins as well. Create a tactic. Well, this is the tactic we're going to be using. This tactic. Maybe I'll do some of this stuff here. Tactics express how you want to play. Okay, so I've done that. Club visions and expectations meeting with the owner, Jason Levin. Play attacking football, play possession football, sign player. Okay, I won't be doing any of that. I won't necessarily be playing attacking football. We'll see how it goes. Work within the wage budget. End of the season. Okay, reach the play. He wants me to reach the playoffs. Okay, can I negotiate? I don't want to play attacking football. I don't want to play possession football. I don't want to play entertaining football. I don't want to sign players who are only 22. So I'm going to suggest this to him and see what he says. Become self-sustainable. I don't want to play attacking football though. Well, I'm just going to promise to, but I'm not actually going to do it. So there we go. I've got a huge wage budget. Huge transfer budget, 22 million. Okay. Good. I'll be spending that money. Don't you worry, Jason. Pre-season preparation. Initial pre-season schedule, tactical. Cancel training camp. Okay. Yeah, fine. What else? Squad selection rules. Yeah, 25. Max 25. Current squad is 20. So we're actually 5 players short already. And we've got 15 homegrown players, so that's fine. Morcar declines to meet the press. Journalists were reportedly furious when Morcar declined to meet the press. Yeah, fine. Okay. So we're gonna have to sort out all of the staff as well. Let's just see who we've got. But before let's have a look at the coaching team a minute. It's quite an extensive coaching team. Let's just have a look to see how, Mike Marsh is the assistant manager. He could be better. It's quite a big staff, 38 staff. Well, I'll see about getting new coaches and things in soon, I guess. Yes. Okay. Yeah, well, we'll sort all of this out soon. That's how it's okay. Yeah, we'll figure all this out later, because for now, all I want to do on this stream is go through the squad and make a decision: do we keep or do we bin? So the keeper is Ben Hamer, 32 years old, no caps, Well, he's not my... Okay, he is not much cop at all. And will be immediately transfer listed. Yep. He is not wanted. Bin him straight away. Yeah, that'll do. And I'll tell you what we might do as well, just before we start this process properly, and that is just have a look at some staff responsibilities to figure out who actually does what in this place. Where do we do that in this day and age? It's been a while since I've played this. Club Vision, Club Info. Where's the bit where I set staff responsibilities? Oh, here we go. Responsibilities, the board. Okay. Julian Winter and Jason. Okay, fine. Fine. So this is where we figure out handles first team selection, handles team selection for under 23s, hiring and firing the director of football, fine, hiring and firing the technical director. What does the technical director do? Technical director? Do we have one of those? Sorry folks, I'm just getting to grips with what's going on here. Technical director. Where's the staff list? We've got 4 see, I want more coaches and less... Okay, we don't have a director of football. We don't have a technical director. We've got a head of youth development. So who was that dude then? Who put that guy on? Julian Winter is responsible for offloading players and finding them new clubs. The chairman. Oh, I don't like that. I don't want him involved. No, 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 no. I won't have that. No, I won't have that. So let's figure this out. Staff responsibilities. Here we go. Right. I'll find the director of football and technical director, don't you worry. Okay. Decide which city staff should undertake courses. Yeah. Renewing first team loan. Where's the bit where we decide who deals with transfers? Here we go. Who deals with offloading players? Offer to clubs. Here we go. Hold on a second. Alright, sorry for that little interruption there. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to find the information we need here anyway, so let's continue. So we've put Hamer on the transfer list. Literally going to transfer list him. Freddie Woodman, 6 million on loan from Newcastle. Injured for 5 weeks. If we have him on loan, we might as well. I still don't really fancy him that much. Okay. So now let's have a look at our left backs, shall we? God, there's a lot of left backs. Okay. Ryan Manning. Start at the top. Kyle Norton. Been at the club a long time, no doubt. Yeah, he's been at the club since 2014. Used to play for Spurs. No, he's someone we can keep around. I want that tackling to be higher. Ideally, he'd have more pace and things, but let's not sack him off too quickly. This guy's on loan from Chelsea. All of these will have faces and things after my face pack is being downloaded. Don't worry about that. Okay. I might terminate these loans soon. We'll see. Kieran Freeman. So basically we're looking at pace, acceleration, tackling, and then some other mental skills like positioning and so on. Don't really fancy him. Yeah. Yep. I'll stick him on the transfer list as well. He's only just arrived, but that doesn't matter. I just don't see the point in him. Jake Bidwell. He's a pure left back. It's just not faster. I want faster left backs. He is wanted by various people. Who's he wanted by? Bristol. Let's just get rid of him then. See if Bristol want him. Declan John. He's out at loan in Bolton. At Bolton. He's got some pace, look. 15 and 16. Good pace. Not so strong in the tackle. Can I recall him? Declan John, okay, he's one to keep an eye on. And Ryan Manning, finally. Irish left back. "24 years old. It's just coming from QPR. It's just not good enough. I want more pace. No. On your bike. Let's try to get rid of him. Yeah. On the transfer list. Get out. I'm going to reform this club in my own image. I don't like any of those left backs. Let's have a look at the right backs now. So on the right we've got Carl Norton, Connor Roberts. Welsh right back, been capped 16 times. He's worth 5.75 million. He's been at the club for 3 years. Out. Don't like him. Don't like him at all. So let's have a look at the centre backs now. Oh, there's not really enough of these. Don't have any centre backs. Okay, so we massively need to buy some defenders. Ben Cabango, 20-year-old Welsh centre back. He's got good heading, he's got good marking, tackling could be better, good strength. Yeah, 21 games last year. Young, basically a second season. I'll keep hold of him. I think. But not sure if he's good enough to start. The anticipation could be a bit higher, and obviously he's not great. He hasn't got great technique or anything. It's a classic old-fashioned centre half, but it's pretty good stats for a 20-year-old. So next, Ryan Bennett. He's 30. He's just come in from Wolves. I don't like these, but he's got good heading, good marking, tackling could be better, good composure. He's decent. He's not terrible. I might keep hold of him as well. And then this Mark Goo. He's on loan from Chelsea. Don't fancy him that much. I'll be terminating some of these loans, I think, before the start of the season. Depends on who else we can get in as well, to be fair. Right, now let's have a look at our defensive midfielders. Corey Smith. English central midfielder. High work rate. Good teamwork. Germination could be a little bit higher, but it's not bad. Decent pace. Decent stamina. Just coming from Bristol City. Hard working player. I think Smith could have a place in the team. Matt Grimes. So he's worth 8.5 million. Been at Swansea a couple of years. He played 46 games last season, so he was a That's pretty much ever present in the Championship. He's got good passing, good tackling, good teamwork, good work rate, good stamina. Yeah, we could do something with him. Keep him as well. And then J. Fulton, Scottish midfielder, good in the tackle. Stamina could be better, but he could sit in as the Makalele. He's wanted by Bristol apparently. When did he arrive? Been at Swansea a few years. Not convinced by this guy too much. He's got good tackling though. Let's see who else I can pick up before trying to offload those central midfielders. Give me 1 second here. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I was interrupted and had to essentially stop playing, and now it's a full 24 hours later. But that does mean that my lovely picture pack has downloaded and I've got the new skin, so it's now looking very snazzy indeed. And if you remember, we were in the middle of doing an audit of the team, and we'd been through the defence and the defensive midfielders and the keepers. Now we're looking at central midfielders. So Ryan Manning, he's a left back really, isn't he? Did we decide we want to keep him, or he's left back really? Corey Smith, we decided we want to keep. These three we want to keep. Conor Hourihane, he's coming in on loan from Villa. Irish. Don't really fancy him that much. Jan Dana, 21-year-old attacking midfielder. Best as a shadow striker apparently. No work rate, good technique. No ability in the air. I don't really like him that much, to be honest. Don't fancy this player. What's his passing ability like? 13. It's not really up to much. George Byers. In fact, this guy, I think I'll sell him. I don't like him. Yeah. Yeah. George Byers, 24-year-old attacking midfielder, good first touch, good vision. He's slightly better than the other one. He's on loan from Portsmouth. He's on loan to Portsmouth. He's on loan to Portsmouth. Okay, I might see if I can get him back. Can't recall him yet. Potential, depends on who else I can get. Wayne Routledge. No, I remember him. He used to play for for Aston Villa back in the day, didn't he? And before that, for Spurs and yes, Palace. I remember him back in the day. He's been at Swansea for a long time. 35 years old now. His pace, he's a winger, really. He's got good technique, though. Good off the ball. Decent flair. Passing could be better. Okay, I mean, given that he's been at the club for so long, I might just keep hold of him for his kind of influence in the locker room and so on. Okay, I'll keep him. And then Paul Areola. He's he's an inverted winger according to the scout there. 25 years old, American. Has played 33 times for America. He's all right. He's all right. Okay, I'm not. We need a midfielder who can pass. Really, we need a playmaking midfielder. So let's have a look at okay, Areola, he was a winger. This guy is on load at Fleetwood. And he's got good technique as well. There's a chance I'll bring him back. Andre Aviu, Ghanaian, 88 caps. He can play as an inside forward on either flank, up front. Good first touch, good finishing, good dribbling. Not great at passing. He's got good technique and flair, though. Could be faster for my tastes, but he could do a job. I'll keep hold of him. Jamel Lowe. English. Yeah, decent pace at 14. An acceleration. He's an inverted winger, according to the assessment from the team there. How's he done historically? He scored 6 goals at Wigan last year. Morgan Whittaker. He is a young striker. He's got some decent pace on him though. 15 acceleration and pace. He's only going to get faster because he's only 19. Passing could be better. Okay, I'll keep hold of him. Not sure about this Jamel Lowe. See who else we can get before we make a decision on him. Jordan Morris is on loan from Seattle in America. Yet another American in the squad. 17 pace, that's very fast. He's a winger. 16 acceleration, so he's got some speed on him. Okay, he's fast, but he doesn't have the greatest technique or first touch or anything like that. So, hard-working winger, basically. Still, could be useful. And then, now we'll look at strikers. There's only one out-and-out striker at the club. This is this chap called Liam Cullen. He's 21 years old. Not the paciest. Not the biggest. Poor strength for a striker. He's got some decent touch about him. I mean, he's a false 9, according to this. I'll be honest, I don't really like him. He will not do, and I will sell him. He is surplus to our requirements. Don't want him. So that is that. So with all of that said, after our run through, we definitely need a goalkeeper. So first port of call, gonna have to start looking for goalkeeper. That's the first thing I want to do. So let's have a look for a goalkeeper. I like to search by caps just to see if there's any big names around. Let's have a look by value. Caps. Just doing a little kind of eye search for anyone. Scott Carson. Plays at Man City, but he's on loan from Derby. Raphael. What about this Cameroonian keeper? Not sure about him. Okay, let us narrow this down now by looking for stats. If that's still possible in this game. Looking for a goalkeeper. Looking for his ability at handling. And I want handling to be at least 15. One keeper comes up. Cameron Dawson has handling 15. Why is he the only player showing up? That seems remarkably low. Reflex is 16. Decent looking keeper. Okay, of handling 14. So a few more people show up now. Kieran Westwood out for 6 months, so he's not going to be any good. This Zimbabwean goalkeeper. He played for Sundowns in South Africa all this time. It's not going to be... Don't fancy having an African goalkeeper. Mark Travers. 21 years old. He's played for Ireland twice. He's got handling 14. Don't know, he looks alright. And he plays for Bournemouth, who've just come up. He's not their first choice keeper though. Let's do a slightly different search. Let us add reflexes. So we're starting to narrow it down now. Kieran Westwood is obviously injured. Reading goalkeeper Raphael. He played 44 games last year for Reading. Handling and reflexes are both at 14 and 15. He's played for Brazil 3 times. He's 30 years old. Don't really fancy Brazilian keepers either though. Who's Declan Rudd? 29 years old. He's out for 2 months. Lee Burge. Who's this? 27 years old. He plays for Sunderland. He's not good enough. Cameron Dawson. Reflex is 16. Handling 15. Plays for Sheffield Wednesday. I'm going to put in a bid for Cameron Dawson. I want to put in a bid for him. How can I do that? Make an offer. Straight going to make an offer for him. Probably the best keeper on the market. Raphael. Putting a cheeky offer for him as well. There you go. Alright, so next we need... Let me just remind myself of what we did with the right backs here. Oh yes, I didn't like Connor Roberts. Carl Norton. I said I would keep hold of as a... I'm not sure about him as a starter. So what I'd ideally want is a right back, basically, who I want a right back. Who's on the market? Bakary Sagna is on the market. He's getting on though, he's old. Where was he playing last year? Montreal Impact. Bakary Sagna though, I could have him as a centre-back. Marking, tackling, heading. Oh, I could have Bakary Sagna. Might burn a cheeky offer for him. Birmingham are also coming in for him. Okay. Okay. Several clubs. What do we want to give him? Contract length 11 months. So one season basically. Offering 5k a week. Okay, he took it. Great. Bakary Sagna is joining the club. Well, I'm assuming he's joining the club. I like big name centre back. I know he's old at 37, but he'll bring a lot of experience to the team, a lot of know-how. Colin McLaughlin. I'm looking for a right back. If you don't remember, I just happened to see Sagna there, and I thought I'd pounce. Who's this Christian Gomba character? Look at that. Okay. Okay, I'm going to have a look at narrow down some stats here. So, I'd like to pick some attributes. I want, ideally, in an ideal world, I want pace, acceleration and tackling from a right back to be all at 15. Ooh, look at this, there are options available. There's a Venezuelan 31-year-old, he's good at marking, height, yeah. The thing is, this is a range though. I think I'll have him scouted, if that's possible. Can I get him scouted? I want a scout report on this guy. I want him scouted. Who's this Belgian right back here? I want him scouted. I want these stats to be clear. He's potentially very good. Like the look of him. Get him scouted. Let's have a look at their general. Roberto Rosales is of interest to me. Who's this Sammy Robinson? 18-year-old, Man City. I'll get him scouted as well. Anyway, scouting is not required. And what I'll do is, given that they're giving me these ranges, I'm going to step them up a little bit. Okay, so that's narrowed it down to just 3 of them. Ryan Grant, 17 years old. He's from West Brom. Youngster. Just get him scouted. I've got Benjamin. He also needs to be scouted. I want these figures to be definite, not estimates. And then Salif Kubia. He's from the Gambia. 21 years old. I'm going to get him scouted as well. Really looking for a decent right back here. But I think they all need scouting, do they? They all need scouting. He came from Everton. Need him scouted. Well, these are a lot of promising looking players, but I want those stats locked down. I'm not picking up some duffer here. Who's this Welsh defender? 17 years old. Okay, all of these youngsters are potentials, but I need to make sure they are. What about this Irish fella? Again, if any of these stats are anything like they promise to be, that would be good, but otherwise, okay. I want to do the same thing on the left now. See if there's any big names first of all. Drop it down a little bit. Just look period a minute. Jel Van Dam. No, he's not going to be much good as a left back because he hasn't got any pace anymore. Mark Wilson. Too slow. Okay, that's not going to be much cop. Alright, so let's, as a minimum, they all require scouting. They're all young as well. First, this kid here. He's been at Norwich a couple of years. He could be very... See, some of these promise to be very good. But we need confirmation of that. Another young fullback here. I mean, look at that natural fitness. I mean, if any of these stats are in any way accurate. I wouldn't mind some of these youngsters coming in. Morgan Boys, young Welsh, promising. I need scout reports on all of these. It's got the highest value here. Joel Lopez, youngster from Arsenal. They're all quite young, but that's no bad thing. It's no bad thing. Pick up some youngsters. Alright, now let's have a look at some centre-backs. I can't remember which of those centre-backs we're going to be keeping, but I think it's still worth seeing. Bakary Sanya should be coming in. Let's have a look. Who's this Iranian centre-back? No, I don't fancy Jill Van Dam. Could he play at centre-back? He's a free agent. He was playing in Belgium. I'm going to get him scouted. I remember Van Dam from a few years back. Who's this Welsh central defender here? Craig Morgan. He was playing in the first division last year. Right, so really no big stars available willing to come. And Sergio Ramos is available, but he's not on a free. Yeah, he's not interested. He wouldn't come. Okay, so let us now pick some attributes. I want heading, I want tackling, and I want marking at a bare minimum. Marking. Okay. Miguel Vieira. He's on loan. It's no good to me because... Well, who's this German centre-back here? 31-year-old German centre-back. He's been playing in Belgium. I'll get him scouted, I think. Portuguese defender playing in Israel. Get him scouted. What else? Randolph Austin, 35 years old. He's been playing in Denmark for most of his career. I'll get him, just get him scouted. This guy's played in Iran his old career. I'll get him scouted just to see. See if I can just narrow this down a bit by ramping that up. See, he is still coming up. Look. Doesn't look like very good though, does he? Excuse me. No, appalling. Appalling are the stats. He's just not good enough, I'm afraid. Ibrahim Cisse. He's looking like he could be better. Get a report on him. Edon Pruti. Dan Bowery. Strength is too low on some of these. You don't need to put in strength as a parameter here. Strength. Jack Lee, who's that? 21 years old. Now he could be a goer. No big stars really, apart from Bakary Sagna to bring in. Possibly Van Dam. Okay. Now, I didn't mind my central midfielders, if you recall, but we did basically require someone who could pass in the middle. First of all, let us see who's available. Christian Rodriguez. He's been playing in Uruguay. Looks like he could be tasty, actually. Wilson Palacios from Honduras. Tell you what, tackling 20, heading 20, teamwork 20. Oh, look at this guy. Get him scouted at the very least. Carlos Sanchez, 34-year-old Colombian ball-winning midfielder. He has been playing for West Ham. I'll get him scouted. Sully Montari, I remember him. He used to play for Milan and used to play for Inter as well. And Udinese. Well, I won't even bother getting here. I'll just put in an offer for him. Yep. Sully Montari has not played for any recent games in his country. Required to play in semi-wise, so he qualified for a work permit. Yeah, well, we can overcome that. So one thing I have got is I got the editor just in case there was this work permit nonsense. See, I've got the editor there. I don't really consider it I want Sully Montari to play for me. I like the look of him. I remember him well. Need some big names. Joe Allen. Now, he used to play for Swansea, of course. And then he went to Liverpool. And then now he's playing at Stoke. Shall I bring old Joe back home? Yes, I think I will put in an offer. I might put in. I'm thinking about putting an offer in for Joe Allen. Emmanuel Badu. He's available on a free. He was playing at Verona last year. I think I'll just put in a straight offer for him too. 11 grand a week, according to give him a sign-on fee, give him an agent fee. Okay. Yes. So I picked up Badu and Montari. It could be like a duo, Ghanaian duo in the middle. Cameroonian Stephanie Mbaya. He was playing in Wuhan in China last year. Just get him scouted, I think. Ramirez, Brazilian central midfielder. He was playing in Brazil. I get him scouted. 52 caps for Brazil, mind. Like to see what he's up to. So David Edwards, Welsh player, 43 times. Central midfielder, doesn't really have the stats I'm looking for. Elias, he is a 35-year-old central midfielder. He could do a job. He's got good passing by the looks of things. At very least get a scout report on him. German central midfielder, doesn't have the passing for my tastes. Kevin McDonald, I see. And Joe Allen does have the 15 passing I'm looking for. I might put in a cheeky offer for him as well. It's flat offer. Okay. What's this Chilean Mateus Fernandez passing 16 to 20? He's played 71 times for Chile. Might put in a cheeky offer for him as well. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, I've just bought this Chilean player. Like a bit of experience. Just gonna do the passing test here. You ramp up that passing to like 18, so you're still in it. Pass it all the way up to 20. Mateus Fernandez still ranking. Scott Smith is still making it, is he? Deep lying playmaker Scott Smith plays for Wigan under 23s. I'll have him scouted. Alfie Allen. I'll get him scouted. I'm gonna need a bit more than that. I'm gonna need stamina. Need to be able to work hard in this midfield. Somebody's still there, like a Leicester player called Sidney Tavares, Portuguese. I'll get him scouted. Anyone else who comes up? Jack Stott, Middlesbrough. 16 years old. I'll get him scouted. Anyone else? Sissako. He's looking quite tasty, actually. Very good stats over there by the looks of things. Definitely worth a scout, I would say. Okay. And then we didn't really have any wingers either, so as far as I can remember. Wayne Routledge, wasn't it? So let's have a natural right winger. And I want crossing, pace and acceleration at the very least. See what comes up. In fact, before I do that, let's see who comes up on the old cap front. I'm not really recognising anyone. Okay, first of all, let's see if there's anyone who's like super fast. Super duper fast. 2 players come up. Urura Edwards. Very fast. And he's got good crossing. I want him. He plays for Bristol at the minute. I want him. He has got... I just want to buy him flat out. Yeah, flat transfer offer for him. And Nathan Butler O'Day. He's going to require a bit more scouting out because he plays for Arsenal. And I really want that extreme pace on the wings. Okay. Now, one little trick I like to do is, regardless of the position, one super stat in this game is technique. If you have someone who's got like technique almost to 20, it's usually a sign that they're a decent player. Look, this guy here, George McCarran, advanced playmaker with technique 16-20, passing. I'm going to get him scouted. Who else? Who's this Dutch player here? No. Technique 15-20, look. It's just a bit too weak. It's just always interesting to see who comes up. Armour Traore. A combination of technique and passing, let's say. Who comes up? Who's this Victor Vazquez? Technique 15-19, passing a 15-19. Yeah, he's worth a scout report at the very least. He looks good, actually. Looks very good. And Mac Masters too young. They're too young, really. Vasquez, though. Okay. Now, one of the things that we severely need is a striker. I want a centre. In fact, we're going to need a number of strikers because, if you remember, 2 for every position, 3 strikers, and an extra goalkeeper. So, I want my striker to have strength. I want him to be good at finishing. I want him to be good in the air. I want him to have good composure. Who comes up? 81 caps. Nicholas Benter. Wow. I remember him. He used to play for Arsenal. I'll get him scouted. Nicholas Bentner. In fact, he's exactly the sort of centre forward. I might just put in a straight offer for him. I'll bring in Nicholas Bentner. For sure. Yes. Nicholas Bentner, snap him straight up. Who else is available? Brenner, Brazilian striker. He's going to need a scout report. See if he's as good as all that. Newton Silicondi. Very fast. Plays for Barnsley. I'll get a scout report on him. He's young. Finlay Lovett. Eric Bugarin. No. Who's this Marcelo Moreno? Plays in Brazil in the second division, but that doesn't mean he can't do a job for me. Patrick Hoban. Really depends on how good he is in reality. And while we're at it, I might as well take this out to see what other big name strikers are out there. Nicholas Bentner is obviously the pick of them. Who's this Cameroonian? Fabrice Olinga. Fast. Sam Vokes plays for Stoke. Just not good enough in the. Just not got the stats I'm after. Romanian striker George Pushkash. Finishing is not to my tastes. Plays for Reading. His finishing is not good enough. So why don't I add finishing as a stat and jack up that finishing to see who remains. She's got 20 for finishing. DJ Campton Sturridge. We add the others in. Brenner. That's quite neat, isn't it? That's quite good. Joe Neal. Fast. If he really is as good as that, we'll see. Lewis Rowe. Very, very poor stamina. There's Nicholas Bentner. Could be Nicholas Bentner and Brenner. Who's Sami Bari? Poor strength. I need the strength. In fact, I should have added. We need a strong. I'll get him. If it's 15, I'd have him. He's finishing. He's wanted by a lot of guys, this guy. I might just buy him, you know. Might just bring him in. Sod it. Okay, let's see how that goes for now then. Must respond. Yeah. We did all this, didn't we? Morcar declines to meet the press. Oh yes. Now, another thing that we need to do is staff. The issue of staff. Now we're about 6 coaches short. We haven't got a director of football. So I'm going to want to add to my coaching staff here. So let's have a look for some staff. Who do we want? Let's have a look at training first of all. So we've got tactical and technical in possession, attacking, defending, goalkeeping and fitness. Various goalkeeping coaches, and Morcar himself is taking. Okay, so we want basically staff for all these positions. So let us find. I want someone who has great tactical, defending. Okay, who is available? George Gruen. His coaching is superb. He had a 14-year career. He's Belgian. Quite like the look of him as a coach. I don't want him as a scout. I want him as a coach. I want him as a coach. No, hold on. I want him as a coach. Here we go. I want him as a coach. I don't want him as a. I want him as a coach. I don't want him as a. I walk away. Right, James Smith. I want him as a coach. I want him as a coach. Oh, bugger off with you then. Okay. Ricky Sabragia. I remember him. He used to be on Fergie's team, didn't he? Or he used to be in Manchester United, Scotland. I remember him as a kind of Fergie minion. Well, he can come in. I'll have him as a coach. Excellent. Great addition to the side. And Glyn Snodin. I would offer him a job as a coach. Now this is definitely a job. It's non-negotiable as a coach. No, okay. Fuck off then. Very inflexible with what they're willing to do, aren't they? Let's go for the No, not good enough. Danny Boffin. Good at working with youngsters. He was a manager at one point. Another Belgian. He may not be the worst. Don't want him. I want him to be. Yeah, bring in Danny Boffin. Good member of the squad. Good. Let's try attacking coaches. Dennis Bergkamp. Look at that. Wow. Yes. Yeah, come on, Dennis Bergkamp. I bring in Dennis Bergkamp. Brilliant. Mark de Greiser. I remember him. He was director of football at Club Brugge. Player at Sheffield Wednesday back in the day. What does a director of football need to be able to do? It's no good. Who's this? Attacking, technical. He's a very good looking coach, isn't he? I bring him in. I want him to be a coach. Yes. Okay. Speedily done. We need a tactical attacking coach as well. That is Mark de Greiser. Good as a coach. Okay. See if I can bring him in as a coach. Maybe bring him in as a scout and then change his role. Is that possible, I wonder? Alright, I'll bring him in as a scout. Mark de Greiser as a scout. Edwin van den Berg. Another attacking, obscure character. Did play for Belgium as well. Got a lot of Belgian staff. I want him as a coach. Yep. Edwin van den Berg coming in. Who else? I need a fitness. Need a fitness coach. Anthony Colbert. Well, he looks very good, doesn't he? Bring him in, no problem. As a fitness coach. Very easily done. Any more? Francisco Cos. Sports scientist at Barcelona until recently. Head of sports science. Yes. Bring him in. Gordon Strachan. I remember Gordon Strachan. Technical director. I will bring in Gordon Strachan as a technical director. Very good. Robin Thorpe. I'll have a look at that in a minute. Okay. Now, working with what we want is analysing data 20. Nobody is up to that. 19. 17. Ryan Needs. Performance analyst. Bring him in as the head performance analyst. Ryan Needs. Excellent. What else have we got? player ability and player potential, staff ability. Let's try staff ability first of all. Toby Hodgson. Let us try negotiating. Ooh, we do have some very good at negotiating types. Not wrong job though. Why are these performance analysts also good at negotiating? I don't get it. Loan manager? That was a loan manager. The hell is a loan manager? What I really want is a director of football, basically, who's able to do this sort of thing. How's my chief scout? Let's have a look at him. He's quite good, actually, to be fair to him. Jack Champion. Less good. Colin Hamlet. Terrible. I'll let him go. Just not good enough. Ashley Gill. I'll let him go as well. So we're going to need to bring in some extra scouts anyway. He's the recruitment analyst, okay. Loan manager. Going to need better scouts. Gordon Strachan's going to come in as a technical director. Jack Pemberton. Now he looks decent as a technical director. Let's have a look though. I'm looking for a scout. I'm looking for a scout who's good at those two things. Gianluca Nani. As a scout. He's been a director of football at a number of clubs. Good knowledge of Italy. Steve Hitzka. He looks good. Just get him in as a scout. Gianluca Nani. I like the look of him as a scout as well. I'll bring him in. Who else have we got? Medical team. Ashley Gill. Recruitment analyst. I'll see what recruitment analysts are around. And what we really want in a recruitment analyst is analysing data, don't we? I put in a bid for Ryan Needs. Nathan Pilkington. Young. James Smith. Technical knowledge, he's quite good. Yeah, I think it's going to be James Smith. Bring him in. Why, oh, it broke down last time, okay. So it's going to have to be this Nathan Pilkington character. He can come in as a performance analyst. I'll just get one for the time being. Loan manager. Very strange. Guess they have to be good at negotiating. Loan manager. Guess I'll bring one in. Weird job. Okay. And director of football. Want one who's good at negotiating. Dean Wilkinson. I feel like the director of football should be a big name of some description, so let's just see who is available in terms of director of football. Harry Redknapp. Maybe I'll just bring in Harry Redknapp. Big name. Eric Wynand. Rivaldo, look. Remember Rivaldo? Yeah, I'm going to go for a big name. I want to bring in Brad Friedel. Do you remember him, the goalkeeper? Could bring him in as a goalkeeping coach, of course. Maybe I'll bring him in as a goalkeeping coach. There you go, Brad Friedel. Dennis Wise. The old cheeky chappy from Jürgen Kohler, one of my favourite German centre-backs back in the day. Not very good stats in terms of being a director of football, but could he do a job somewhere? He's got good discipline and see if I bring him in as a defensive coach. See if he's willing to do that. No, he only wants to be a director of football, sadly. Tony Adams, look. Very poor stats, though. I want a combination of big game and decent stats. Mark Wright, the old England centre-back? No. Different Mark Wright. David Irving. Mueller. Kim Karlstrom. I remember him. He was Costinha. Benayoun. Wow. Blast from the past. Played for Chelsea for a while and for Liverpool, of course. I still fancy Harry Redknapp as a big name, or Rivaldo. Rivaldo's not very good stats wise. Martin O'Neill, look. Maybe I'll just bring in Martin O'Neill. He's last at Nottingham Forest. He wants to be head of youth development. Well, I want him to be director of football. Bringing in Martin O'Neill as my director of football. Brilliant. Harry Redknapp. Maybe Harry Redknapp can be my assistant manager. See if he'd be my assistant manager. Only willing to be director of football. Nah. I want Martin O'Neill. Yes. Okay. Now, in terms of assistant manager, who is my assistant manager? It's probably worth having a look at. Who's in the coaching team? Mike Marsh is my assistant manager. I would really prefer a assistant manager with better tactical knowledge. Who's coming up? James Beattie. He was a decent striker once upon a time, a long time ago. Played for Blackburn, Southampton and Everton. He looks quite good. He's actually pretty good all round, really. James Beattie is a coach. I offer him a job as a straight up coach, to be honest, but see if he's up for it. Okay, I'll bring him in as assistant manager. I like the look of James Beattie. So Mark Allen then. Oh, sorry. Mike Marsh then. On your bike, son. That's the end of the line for us. Mark Allen, head of youth development. He looks quite good. I'll keep him on. Keep him on. Looks good to me. He made his name at Man City. Obviously, they had a decent youth. Keep on him. Goalkeeping coach Martin Magnusson. Yeah, he's pretty good. Pretty high stats, actually. I'll keep him. Brad Friedel's coming in, of course. Fitness coach. Nope. He will not do it all. So he's on his bike. Alan Tate. No. I don't like his stats. He's on his bike. Stephen Rands, head performance analyst. No, not very good. Daniel Morris, performance analyst, not very good. And Stephen Popham, performance analyst, not very good. So I got rid of them all. In terms of the performance analyst, did I get enough in? Let me just make sure. Head performance analyst. Performance analyst. Analyzing data. 20. Put in a bid for him, put in a bid for him. Okay, fair. All right. So anyway, there should be a lot of new people arriving very soon. Hamlet has agreed. Yeah. Yeah, these are all the people leaving. Big change of staff. Yeah. Clear out of the old staff, bringing in my own boys, to make my own people. And now it's time to press continue, and that's the end of this episode. Let's see what happens next episode, when hopefully we'll be seeing the whole staff room, all of these staff coming in. We'll be seeing some of these players getting out, and we'll be seeing some new players coming in. See you next time.